Hi, this is Imtiaz Puppet and watching Access TV. And today with me is Solomon Zuberi and Tyler Cuddahy from AIDS Vancouver, the new face of HIV program. Solomon, you're the coordinator of this new program. Tell us about what this new program is all about.
Well, first of all, you got to know what AIDS Vancouver is all about, right? AIDS Vancouver is the first HIV organization in Canada and second in the world. And this, so you can see the importance of that established in 1983.
Okay.
Now, on the coat, what's it called? The coattails of that is this new program. It's called the New Face of HIV, and it is as important as the agency work is and has been. And this new program is about undetectable, HIV undetectable. And it was established in 2014, and it is also the first program working with undetectable.
Right.
And the vision of the program, Imtiaz, is to establish HIV undetectable or just undetectable as a health status distinct either from HIV positive or HIV negative.
Right. Now this is a kind of a new phenomenon.
Correct.
And Tyler, you are a peer person on this program, and you are someone with HIV who is undetectable.
Yeah.
So this is because of the treatment we have with HIV today. People are undetectable, and I guess a lot of people don't know what that means. Is that means you're not also transmittable.
Right.
Can you tell us more about that?
Yeah. So with taking my medication I'm on a 1 pill 1 day cocktail, and so pretty much that just suppresses my viral load, which makes me pretty much really healthy. There's no side effects I have, and then being involved in this program helps me to help others who are more newly diagnosed in achieving they themselves to become more undetectable and feeling more like, because we live with HIV doesn't mean that, living with HIV doesn't mean like it's a death sentence, which most people still feel like today. And I mean, I once felt like that, but now I am able to help educate more people in the way that this program is hopefully going to do that.
So when you're tested, basically your viral load is undetectable, which is what the whole thing about undetectability is. However, the stigma of HIV is still there, right? Solomon is in the sense, and that's what is that the idea of the program is to educate people about what undetectability is and the stigmas around HIV.
Well, you're absolutely right, Imtiaz. The part of the vision of the program has to do with eradicating stigma.
Right.
And with that comes promotion of best practices around research, treatment, and prevention.
What is it like, Tyler, in the sense, someone, who you've been with HIV for quite a while, now you are undetectable, but you still felt the face of stigma out there. How important is this program to you?
The program means a lot to me because it's giving me that chance to not to be afraid anymore about being stigmatized with living with HIV. I've been living with HIV for 12 years. I've been undetectable for 11. So, just in that alone, I've come a long way, and being involved with AIDS Vancouver has been like the best place where I've felt like I've been able to achieve my goals with living with HIV, and being as a peer with the new HIV. It's also like a learning curve too for me, as well as a teaching curve. So with all my knowledge of my previous involvements with other organizations, I'm able to bring to the table some of what I know that best works and what doesn't work.
So tell us a little bit about the program. What is your mandate? What are you trying to do?
Well, the idea is to, eradicate fear and stigma. And for that, we need empowerment. So activities planned throughout the year in the calendar year that will work on eradicating fear, stigma, reducing the barriers that come with testing, adherence to medication is another facet, and then of course safer sex messaging, the new messaging of undetectable is untransferable,
Right.
and that has to get out there.
Right. But it's a slow curve, right? Because even the law is catching up to
Correct.
this, right? There's a new rulings around that, and people are trying to get around that. But I guess a lot of people don't realize that, again, it's not a death knell anymore. And if you're being treated, you can become undetectable and non-transferable.
Yes.
You cannot transfer the infection anymore. However, the danger is that people out there who don't know, who are not getting tested, hence are not getting treated, in fact, are probably more dangerous out there than the people who are like yourself.
Yeah.
The new, as I understand the science, because I'm not a scientific person, what I know is that new infections, one can be highly contagious at that stage. So that presents a lot of challenges around prevention. How do we prevent? So one of the aspects is to get regularly tested, and in that course, if one is positive, then immediately medication can start, and if the viral load drops to 50 copies,
It's below 40. It's like 40 is where we're now undetectable, but it's still.
Yeah, and what's interesting to me is that I want to see folks empowered to go in and there's a story of this woman went into a hospital, and she was asked. She said, "Oh, you're HIV positive. Okay, so you need to take this because of your infection. You also need to take a flu shot or something like that." And she was like, "Yo, I am undetectable. That means I am like someone who's negative. I mean, I'm not negative. I have to, adhere to medication, get regularly tested, have my doctor monitor and stuff, but my immune system is not compromised."
So you have a lot of work ahead of you.
Yeah,
You have to educate a lot of people in the medical system, in the legal system, people generally out there. People who have multiple barriers or dealing, first of all, they might be LGBT, they might be people of color, they may be women who have multiple barriers to deal with, and they also have to deal with the stigma of HIV.
Correct.
But that's something that you want to do. How do people get involved with this new program?
It's a pioneer program, so we're testing things out. Right now, there is an advisory committee comprised of 2 cohorts at this point. One is HIV positive, undetectable, and their allies, and
And you're part of
Yes,
that.
I'm for that.
and health professionals and service providers.
Okay.
And we're trying to get mentors too that are national and international. Eventually working on research and different things. And the other cohort, and folks can be part of both cohorts.
Okay.
The other cohorts within the advisory committee is the peer-led, U is equal to U kind of a model group, where folks are getting, empowerment is the key word, and everything is structured around that. And we have 2 facilitators, volunteers who have graciously given their expertise and time, and one is Tyler. You see Cinder, but it's actually Tyler who shows up to be a co-facilitator.
Yeah.
Now, what we're asking folks is that, come join us. We want to see folks at the decision-making level.
Okay.
Let's come and let's talk about this. Let's rehash this thing out. Let's figure it out. Let's get the word out. Let's put the best foot forward and, have some stuff happen in terms of this very important new aspect that we have, that undetectable is untransferable.
And it's a new milestone.
Yeah.
And it is surely a new milestone. And if folks want to volunteer and be part of the one or both the cohorts, That's what we're looking for, to enrich the advisory committee with the experiences of individuals. And of course, undetectable individuals are welcome, and also others, because this program is about everybody, right? And so we need to have everybody represented. That's why I'm really keen on building a diverse advisory committee.
So I think to answer your question, it's like if anybody wants to come and join us, come to AIDS Vancouver.
In the new building.
In the new building at 1101 Seymour Street. So that's where we're at, on the second floor.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much for talking to us about this really important new face of HIV, and happy Pride to both of you.
Happy Pride to you two and everybody else. There's a info card that I had given, I hope that goes up, about how to contact us. Please do and contribute, and there can be different levels of contribution. It could be FASA-FAS too, not in a committee per se. And thank you so very much to having representatives of AIDS Vancouver today.
Great. All right. Thanks for watching Access TV.